As behavioral scientists, our goal is very simple. What we try and do is we try and influence consumer choice, but without imposing a tax, without imposing any economic incentives, or without any bans and restrictions. We do this by employing a method that we call nudging, subtle changes in the context that have big, dramatic effects on consumer choice. There are two features of successful nudges. First, we try and nudge choices that are simple and easy to influence. Second, we try and get feedback in the short run. For instance, we might try and get people to sign up for a retirement product by simply changing the default. Or we may try and get consumers to enroll in weight loss programs. But these are only the beginning parts of a longer goal. And in reality, we want consumers to continue staying motivated and engaged as they go through the process of accomplishing that goal. That is where gamification comes in.
So the word gamification comes from the digital and social media world. It stems from the basic observation that people who claim they're too busy to focus on work or school can actually spend so much time playing games, whether it's on the internet, the consoles, or even on their mobile devices. And when they're playing these games, they're really focused on playing it, and they're really motivated as well. So what exactly is about these games that makes it so intriguing? And if we can identify those elements in games, can we apply it to other activities and also make the user very engrossed in the activity as well? Then maybe we can gamify weight loss programs, savings plans, and we can even gamify education. In essence, gamification is based on two very simple concepts. The first one is that we as human beings like to make progress. And when we achieve something, we want to showcase it in some way or form. The other is that humans, we like to compete. So whether it's competing with ourselves or with other people.
So what does all of this mean in terms of actually gamifying a program? Let's think about a savings program where you're trying to get someone to save a large sum of money, say $10,000. The first thing you need to do is to think of a currency system and a tracking system. A tracking system is something that allows the consumer to keep track of their progress. A currency is actually a measurement unit that allows them to put that progress on a specific scale. You could think of all kinds of currency systems. In loyalty programs, you get points. In computer games, you could also get points or rewards. Second, you need to think about creating multiple levels or chunks of progress. For example, saving $10,000 might seem like a daunting task, but saving $2,000 at a time might seem like a much more accomplishable task. And so having multiple levels in which the consumer is set the goal of saving $2,000 in each level seems like a much easier way to accomplish the target. Next, you need to think about rewards. What am I going to reward people who have accomplished one particular level and are now looking to go to the next level? Rewards could be simply pats on the back. They could be coupons. They could be fictional points. They could be even social recognition by which you post something to their Facebook page or their Twitter handle, informing the world that they have accomplished something. And finally, you could add in a level of competitiveness. Put in a leaderboard where the top scorers or the top performers in each level are recognized and seen by everybody to admire.
So in our report on gamification, we first define what gamification is, and then we provide the principles that underlies its success. We then provide a framework for gamifying education. First, in particular, we deconstruct the process, and then we provide a step-by-step guide. So in this report, we decided to focus on the learning programs for several reasons. The key reason in particular is that we see education initiatives as a good companion to non-EU programs in many areas of welfare. So for example, in financial literacy, health programs, consumer learning, and even disclosures. And these programs, the key challenge for the policymakers and those on the ground delivering these programs is the issue of motivation and engagement. However, with the framework that we have created for gamifying education, it is very fertile, so we can easily extend it to other domains where we would like to increase retention, and motivation and engagement. Our process guide includes 5 steps. The first 2 steps involve mapping the context and understanding the audience, as well as clarifying the multi-layered objectives of the education program. The process of gamification starts in step 3, where we structure the whole experience into distinct chunks with levels and milestones. Step 4 involves the education of resources needed to gamify, and then step 5 is where we provide a checklist of gamification elements. We also review several examples of gamification in education.
So nudging is great to get people started on the path of financial well-being or good health, but it's only the first step. In the long run, both motivation and literacy are key to success. It's like the 3 legs of a 3-legged stool. Pull off any one, and the entire system comes crashing down.